Hi, I'm Rabbi Alon Ferenczi of Heska Emunah Synagogue in Knoxville, Tennessee, continuing our regular series of Torah talks delivered midweek to begin your thoughts towards the Shabbat. This Shabbat we read Parashat Va-Ethanan, the second couple of chapters of the book of Deuteronomy. It includes the second telling of the Ten Commandments. This week, the Or HaNe'Rav, Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, writing in about the 16th century, addresses one particular verse in chapter 4, along with verses in Daniel and, of course, also in Psalms, that describe God as male, the long beard and flowing gray or black hair, acting fiery in some masculine way, and immediately notices the problem that we moderns have, that God isn't male. God isn't female. God isn't he, she, or they. God isn't black or white. As one writer said, God is just the color of water. In our religious school, I try to insist that our kids never use pronouns about God, but always use God by God's name, not words like Lord or Master or He, but just God. We mistake words for God for God's ultimacy, and some people are uncomfortable writing out the word G-O-D. But truth be told, as Rabbi Gordon Tucker told us, that's just God's job description. God's true name is ineffable, unspeakable, and even unknowable. But we should not confuse ourselves by recognizing God as some old man. For me, it was always the Lincoln Memorial, about how I pictured Lincoln with his beard and on that dais, on that grand throne in Washington, D.C. These are not God or even gods. They're just imagery and, frankly, a kind of idolatry. So as we read this parasha, this reading from the Torah this week, and others elsewhere in the Bible, and even in modern times, recognize the danger and the limits of language. I always imagined a language that had a specific pronoun just for the divine. I don't know if there is one yet or ever been, but it is dangerous, sexist and conformist, and societally molding to think of God as a he. And we ought just try to use the word God or the divine or the almighty, things that transcend human understanding, just as God does. Shabbat Shalom. If you enjoy talks like this and others like it, please do like, share, and subscribe at Eclectic Cleric, one word, on YouTube. God bless.